Hello again, thanks for joining. It's time for another Model Railway news update to keep you up to date with some interesting new announcements from these manufacturers. And we've got some new models to show you across a number of different scales. Before I get into it, I'm just going to flash up this notification before I get started, short and sweet, and then we can get into it. Right, let's get going. First up, we're talking Accurascale again, but this time it's a fix they are making to their recent new run of Class 55 Deltic. Eagle eyes among you noticed straight away that some locomotives have been fitted with the incorrect lighting PCB, which resulted in white marker lights being illuminated when they shouldn't have. This affected these models in the recent second run, shown on screen now. If you have one of these models, you can contact support at accurascale.com with your details and they will send you the corrected fascia plates for free. You will have to fit them yourself, but it does look easy enough to do with just basic tools at home. But if you're not that confident, they didn't really mention if you could just send it back to them and get it fixed. I suspect you probably could, but it's best to ask them first. What's also not clear is if this fix has been made to the remaining unsold stock with Accurascale or their retailers, so some clarity on that would be good to know. Still, it's great that Accurascale have taken this issue seriously and got a fix for customers very quickly. So I guess the big news was the Hornby 2025 TT120 announcements, which I did a video about predicting what might be added, and well, none of them actually came true, but the announcement was much smaller than I thought, just 2 new things to look at. Obviously the big news, and it came as no surprise, was the Class 37. Seems a no-brainer to offer this in TT scale, and these models will be coming with a feature set depending on which option you go for. So they have different nose side grille arrangements, early round or later oval buffers, different positions of where the horns are either on the roof or on the nose, the radiator frost grills where appropriate, and they have the high intensity nose light, again where appropriate. And the boiler water tank or extended range fuel tanks are fitted where appropriate as well. They'll have authentic body side window arrangements and full buffer beam detailing, including snowplows, again where appropriate. Just 3 liveries, and I think these images are actually computer renderings rather than the actual models, and so as soon as we get some actual photos, I'll be sure to update here. Obviously my favourite has to be Loch Rannoch 37408, and here in this Scotty Dog livery, it's sure to be popular. I mean, you couldn't really do a range of 37s and not offer this one. Again, a no-brainer. In terms of price, the green livery one here is being offered only in analog DC and it's priced at an RRP of $159.99. The other 2 are also being offered in HM7000 DCC with sound for $214.99, and all models aren't due to be available until autumn this year. So a welcome addition, if not totally unexpected. But what else? Well, there's this container wagon coming in 3 variations. Well, the containers are varied, the wagon is the same specification. I assume these are metal wagons and not just plastic with weights, but the spec is a bit sketchy as I record this video. Due earlier than the 37s in the summertime, these are priced at $54.99 each. Not even sure if the wagons will have different run numbers, but I would assume so, surely. Hornby are currently doing free delivery within the UK on orders over £50, so all this stuff qualifies for that offer. And that was it. Let's hope there's more coming later in the year. A quick mention now of some new items from Minitrix N Scale. Just 2 new things starting with this, the DBAG Type BDNZF 481 second class control coach from Era 5. We've seen the coaches to match this earlier on, but now the control coach has been announced and should be available to buy now. It features LED lighting and directional lighting and is priced around £110. And the other release is this triple pack of the sliding wall wagon. Must be one of the most overproduced models, this one. Here it's 3 different variants and factory weathered. Price here is around £140. Moving on to Fleischmann, they gave us their 2025 announcements recently too, and I'm going to go through them and highlight the interesting things. First, for Steam, there was a new number on the DRG BR92.5-10 Steam loco, which also comes this year with a Next 18 digital decoder and is offered in DC or DCC with sound. And a new number on the Deutsche Reichsbahn BR86 Steam loco from Era 3. Nice loco, but nothing really new here. And also the DRG BR44 from Era 2. This one is the first time it's been offered with the riveted T32 tender, otherwise pretty much the same as we've seen before with the BR44. And while not new as such, this SNCF 232 TC464 from Era 3 would be my pick of the new models, as I think it looks quite stylish, and it's the version here with a rounded off cab roof. LED directional lighting, but only a 3-pole motor. It's priced at around $175 for analog and around $230 for DCC with sound. When it comes to electrics, we have again the Swiss RE 4/4 Type 2, or you could opt for this, a so-called RE 10/10. It's a set which has an RE 4/4 Type 2 and an RE 6/6 matched together. Clever way of reselling the same locos again. And there was some other options for Swiss modelers. Austrian modelers are being offered this selection, which are all just new livery options. But of course it's Germany who get the most focus with this selection, plus some others not shown here because they don't have any promo photos of the actual locos yet. None of this is anything new though, just rolling out next 18 across the range really. And other countries, well, we saw the SNCF Fret BB electric locomotive number 426063, yet another Vectron, this time the CD RH193 in a rather plain livery with a QR code on it, which actually scans on your phone and tells you about how to take your bike on the train. And there was another one as a BR193 in Siemens Promo livery, and we have a BR139 in Rail Adventure livery, and also a new livery of the Volker Rail 7178 electric loco too. My favourite here is the BR139 though, as it kinda looks a bit quirky in this livery. It comes with directional lights of course, but only a 6-pin decoder, and priced at either £200 for analog or £280-ish for DCC with sound. Seems a little pricey though. And when it comes to diesels, it's kind of the usual suspects with some new livery or number options. This one did catch my eye for obvious reasons. It's the Mettrans RH761 from Era 6 with this interesting all-over body wrap which looks really bright and colourful. Operated in Slovakia, it's a special advertising design from 2023 and even has colour contrasting brake discs which are modelled here too. This one does have next 18 and is priced at around £185 for analog or £280 for DCC with sound. This railcar combo is always popular, and this year the set is coming with next 18, LED lower lamps and an LED third headlight too. It also doesn't have the wires between the two vehicles like the old one did, and here it's priced around £190 for analog and £300 for DCC sound. And I thought this was pretty cool, the rotary snowblower from Era 6 in either Austrian OBB red or the darker Swiss SBB livery. Only coming in DCC with sound, it includes lights and of course a working rotary snowplow. Pretty cool. Priced at around £390 though, so not cheap, but very unusual. For rolling stock there was a lot of new numbers and liveries on older models such as these here, but really there wasn't anything amazing. I did pick out these ones, such as the OBB bogie tanker wagon set, which looked eye-catching and interesting. This gondola set caught my eye as well, along with another single gondola wagon, because they come with interesting loads which look like random bits and pieces. Makes for something a bit different than just an empty wagon. And finally this twin tanker wagon with the smiley faces, bound to raise a smile when this comes down the track, and priced around £45. And there were some coaches too. For Swiss modelers there was this selection, with the driving coach here coming as DCC and directional lights. For Austria it was dominated by the Nightjet coach set, but there was also this older second class coach offered with 2 different running numbers. And then it's a flood of German coaching stock, and this here all looks a bit dull to me, and another livery option for the bi-level DR coaches. 2 new triple packs of SNCF coaches, we've seen these before, and also here a 4-pack of DB-AG ICE 2 coaches. And also some Spanish Renfe coaches which are being sold singularly. I think these are just the same pretty much as the classic German ones. So nothing really interesting in my mind in the coaches, and overall I feel it's just a lot of new liveries on older models this year from Fleischmann. So next I'm going to move on to actually finish the Herpa 2025 vehicle announcements, as I didn't do the commercial vehicles in my last video. I just ran out of time. I'll bunch these up to vehicle manufacturers, starting with DAF, and we have this range of trucks priced between around £19 for a single tractor unit to around £60 for the yellow one on the display plinth. Mercedes-Benz is mostly the Actros truck and trailer, with prices here ranging from £30 to £70 for the large heavy-duty Mamoet one. When it comes to MAN, there's also a tractor unit in grey for around £19, and then with a trailer prices rise to up around £44. In amongst the MAN trucks though, this is a special edition celebrating 100 years of Geiger, a company I don't know of, I guess German, but this is a nice twin pack of tippers for around £65. Scanias get a look in too, but with a smaller selection this time, with the black, rather cool looking tractor unit being around £20 and prices rise through to around £46. I do like this one though, a kind of gothic style on this Scania CS20 HD representing Pluta Transport and priced at £45. That one's pretty nice. And to wrap up, it's of course Volvo with this selection, which includes some nice vehicles. Price here range from £20 for the tractor unit to around £50. So a great range of trucks there from Herpa again, countless livery options for you to choose from. A quick update about Metcalfe, as they have brought their previously released 00 scale card kit of number 1 Market Street to N scale. Looks really good this kit, and a building with a lot of character. All Metcalfe kits are easy to build and make a really good looking building when completed. This kit is well priced at an RRP of just £13, available in February this year. On to Bachmann now, and we have some decorated samples to have a look at. It's the new Class 69.
69 dudes!
These sample photos show how it's progressing in production, and the model will come with a 5-pole twin shaft motor with twin flywheels, all-wheel drive, factory fitted speaker, directional lighting, engine room lighting, cab lighting, and all able to be controlled with a Plux22 interface. It's an all-new model and they all come in either DCC Ready, DCC Sound Fitted and DCC Sound Fitted Deluxe forms, the latter featuring rotating roof fans and Bachmann's auto uncoupler system. And the sound will debut Bachmann's new dual-fitted XL speaker system with enhanced bass over previous factory-fitted speaker offerings. And it will also come with Bachmann's new so-called backup stay-alive capability. Good name there. By the way, just look at the amazing details on the cab interiors. That's very impressive. Initial releases will feature 4 livery versions: 69001 Mayflower in blue and orange, 002 Bob Tiller in BR large logo blue, 003 the Railway Observer in the blue and orange again, and also 005 Easley in BR green with the late crests. Prices are set at $249.99 for DC, $359.95 for DCC sound fitted examples, and $389.95 for DCC sound fitted deluxe locomotives. Delivery is scheduled for October or maybe November this year. Looks pretty good so far. Definitely be reporting more on this model. Anyway, that's the video folks, thanks for watching. I'm sure there'll be more coming soon, so subscribe to keep yourself up to date, and I'll see you on the next one.